Okay, so, round 3. Had some technical difficulties the first couple times recording this episode, but I welcome you all to the Luna Let's Play for Hardspace Shipbreaker. What is probably going to end up being episode 1, given that the others have kind of gone sideways. They were mostly just me playing through the tutorial, but I think given the editing issues and everything else, we're probably just going to go with it like this. So, the main reason we're playing today is because, for those of you in the know, the 0.6 admin oversight update just launched, and that's come with a progression reset. So I said, it's a perfect time to get back into Shipbreaker and kind of see what's going on and what's around. So I've got a standard sort of career playthrough going, and we're going to just give it a go. I have played Shipbreaker a little bit before, but I'll try and give you a bit of just a little bit of a heads up on some of the how-to stuff as we go in the early on part, since we are skipping the tutorial. Pretty much all that's happened story-wise is we've gone out into space, realized we're under a crippling amount of debt, and now are struggling to kind of resolve some of that. Now this is where some of the new content for the game comes in. So, the really big deal here is the hab is now explorable. For anyone who's played Shipbreaker before, this screen might look familiar. But the rest of it, probably not so much. So now you have this sort of on-rails experience where you can kind of move around the hab and get a feel for things. You've got a kitchen with, like, this lovely vending machine and some posters, like, if Laugh Salvage, just kill me now. Oh, hey, look at that. So they were saying as you find posters in-game, you could pick them up and put them up in your place, so, getting rid of Live, Laugh, Love, that's job number 1. But yeah, at one point they were like, make sure to take your caffeine pills, but all these things that they give you here are actually just temptations. So I'm hoping that in a later version of the game we'll be able to actually interact with some of this stuff, but for right now it's kind of just there for looks. But especially because, like, you can, on the different ships, you can find food and stuff, so it'd be great if you could bring it in here, because you do have to pay for food. So you get a little bed area, pretty basic stuff over here. You get a nice little desk with some tools that I actually haven't seen anywhere else, but we'll get to that. This is how you can get to your sort of emails and stuff. This stuff was in the game before, but it's always nice to remember to avoid those electric hazards and other kinds of info. You can also track your certification progress too. So right now we're just a little baby recruit, hoping to get up to at least senior specialist, or, you know, some of the other ones where we have the demo charges and different fun things unlocked. I don't know if we'll make it all the way to 30, but hey, it depends on how much you guys are enjoying the playthrough. I'm also going to try and give you some tips as we go. And this lovely view of the window and railgate, which supposedly we might be able to do something with, but it's getting a little into spoilers territory. So, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, and you can also check in on your equipment and stuff, just like in the other one. Though, because we're still so early in the game, we can't actually look at our equipment yet, but I have a feeling after this shift, that may change. So, just like always, we have to pick a ship. So all the names are fun and procedurally generated. Something about the Northern Calamity is kind of calling to me here. Only hazard level 2, they all are. And they are all mackerel, because that is the only ship we have at the moment, I think. Nope. Let's, yeah, so we can't go up any higher grades. And that's fine. There is a slight price difference you'll see over here, but we're going for the fun of it. So let's get into it. Gonna try and show you how to strip this baby down real quick. I'm gonna buy some more fuel though, because as you can see, off to the best of starts. You can clearly tell I'm a professional, right? So purchase some fuel and head on over and get at it.
Until you showed up, so thank you.
Lou's actually kind of cute.
I get to do the hazing.
Come on, Lou. What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard and don't listen to her. I'm Dee Dee.
I'm Kaito.
Kai?
Just gonna cut through some of this while they're talking to us here. Taking the easy bits on the outside.
How about now?
Better.
Hey. I'm Kaito. Kai.
Mike's still busted, huh?
Yeah, still waiting on the wreck.
Heaven forbid.
I'm definitely gonna shoot to try and get the entire ship done in one go.
Anyway, Cutter, I've just added you to the official sector comms channel. It gets lonely out here, so don't hesitate to check in with each other from time to time.
It really does, though.
Alright, that's enough chin wagging. Let's get back to it.
Chin wagging. I love that.
We're out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
Any thrusters? No thrusters in here. I probably should have scanned this first. So they did update the scanning, so things are a little bit easier to see. There's a better contrast and a few other things, so definitely a good improvement.
Object processed. Credits deposited.
You'll also notice on the top left, it now kind of shows you the actual value of each item, which is new, because it used to be that you kind of had to wait until after you finished your current run to get like the breakdown of how much everything was. And so because you're getting the prices as you go, it helps you kind of prioritize what you want to save. And so like these door thingies are always, airlock consoles are always really valuable. I didn't go up for those. Maybe I just yeeted them into the ether. Okay, so we got all sorts of junk going on in here. I don't think any of it is important, because that is one of those things to check. Because sometimes you'll find some cool stuff that you can actually pick up and do things with. Like over here. Oh no, I thought that might have been like an oxygen thing. Anyway, there's two modes on the cutting tool. This precision one, and then this one here, which is more of a just blap it kind of thing. And it'll cut through anything in its way. If you're kind of precise, you can use this to much more quickly cut through these cut points than using the stinger mount. So I'm no super pro, but if you ever watch a pro play this game, they'll almost exclusively use this tool, or this version of the tool, to cut through these points, because it's just so much faster. Again, I'm not the best, not the worst, all the above. I do usually prioritize getting the tops and bottoms off of stuff, just so that it makes it really easy to get things to the barge. So we'll flip these puppies on over here. The priority kind of goes like, this green box here is where all the like super goodies go. So that's like your electronics and stuff that's kind of like all in one piece. So like if I hold this, you saw how that square kind of came down? That was me like pulling it off of the surface it was stuck to.
Salvage deposit accepted.
So like this, where it has those arrows coming out, shows you that it's something that you can actually like pull off of something. So like this, etc.
Processing valuable object.
And then the color code also helps. So green is for barge, so that's down here. And we're getting like 7,000 bucks
Deposit accepted.
for that, so that's pretty good.
Transferred.
These lights are not usually worth salvaging. They're kind of a trap, to be honest. But you can technically rip them off if you really want to. Oh, apparently that one I just yeeted into the ether. That will not be the last time you see me do that, but that's okay.
Object not accepted. Please revisit
What?
your training.
Oh, I guess there's some panels on there that I didn't notice. This says processor, though. Yeah, we should be good. Kicking on in. And we need to get a little bit deeper here, so we'll yoink the door off. Oh, come on. Come on. This is a square peg round hole moment. Probably will not be the last on this particular playthrough, but that is a-okay.
Salvage.
Because that's what you're all here for,
No
right?
credit
To
applied.
watch me make an idiot of myself.
Your oxygen reserves are low.
we're also gonna play that one pretty close to the chest.
Salvage secured.
Yeah, don't worry about your health, just worry about the equipment.
Salvage gains
Something,
observed.
capitalist nonsense. So this is going to the furnace, that's stuck on there. We'll pull this guy out, kick it down to the barge. Eee. So the way this works, you don't really get any partial value for oxygen. So I'm kind of just, of the opinion, sometimes you gotta choke a bitch for money. In this case, it is,
Warning. Oxygen reserves
no,
are critical.
don't actually do that, but you get what I'm saying here. Boom.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
She is gonna live today. I am positive my poor little self and clone will go the way of the dinosaurs at some point in this playthrough. At least once. But, come on. We will try very hard to not do that immediately. Now, we need to get into the exterior part here. So I could go through the back of the ship, if you look back there. And this would probably be the easiest way to get in, but I was just going to go through the sides. And again, you want to try and hit all these, so this is the light mackerel. There is also a heavy mackerel, which we'll see, and that's about it for spoilers, because honestly, fam, I really haven't played too much further than that, so we will see what happens. I know there's a whole bunch of new ships and things they've added, because they've been working on this game really hard, and hats off to the devs. All the updates they've been doing are totally free, and just adding so much more to the game. I mean, it is still early access, so technically they're just finishing it, but for someone who's had the game in their hands for a while, it can feel pretty new. So, I've seen plenty of early access titles these days just kind of get left to the wayside, and this one really isn't. As a matter of fact, I've been playing a game recently called Starbase with the Band of Outlaws. Shout out to those crew. And there is a little bit of a salvage minigame in that too, but it's a much, much more stripped down version of this. What the heck? That was a mostly aluminum panel? That's wild. Huh.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
At some point I might have to get more careful with things, but you're going to see that my general approach is I go for whatever the main item... Okay. Hello, hazards. I see you. Let's just try and, from a safe distance, yoink those off.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So the other video is up, and it doesn't have any audio, so feel free to watch that one if you like, and you will get to see me almost blow myself up. Spoilers. But the thing about that is, I tried to just cut the pipe, thinking that I had to cut the pipe before I pulled the tank off. Nope. Turns out you just pull the tank off and give her a go. So, we just want to get these outer panels off here. And then, trust me, things will get a little bit more exciting as we get into some of the higher tier ships. This is still very early game stuff. Like, barely past the tutorial early game. There's so much more to come. And I really like this game too, especially so I'm someone who plays a lot of PvP and likes, the sort of competitive and getting up in their face kind of thing, like Rust, etc. But there's something just really chill about this game, and it's been a go-to for me for that reason. And I just kind of keep coming back to it, honestly. And so, the fact that they have added a ton of new stuff and more of a story to it. I'm not the biggest story buff, I will admit. I do love a good story, and I read plenty, but in most games, I'm not super into it. So yeah, we are doing this. We're getting there, fam. Remember our goal. The goal is to have this entire ship stripped down in one shift.
Processing valuable objects.
And I'm not doing the best at that.
Salvage gains. Credits awarded.
So these airlocks are actually pretty valuable, especially early on. So I highly encourage you to take the time to take them out properly. It's basically just those four corners, this bottom piece, on each bottom and top, I should say, and then you're good to go. So then you just grab this and yeet it on into the processor. And then you take this lovely green box of money box, woo, and yoink it down into the bottom.
Salvage secured.
Come on,
Credit
come on.
deposited.
Later on our tools will be upgraded a bit, and it'll be easier for us to push stuff around and to cut things. Down to 3 minutes. Can she do it? This is the question.
Processing valuable objects.
I'm gonna try and go real quick.
Awarded.
Later on, this is, okay, really, promise, last time spoilers, but if you've ever seen the game, it's got tethers. So
Your oxygen reserves are dropping below statistically
those
profitable
tethers
levels.
make it so much easier to do what we're doing right now. Come on. Come on.
Valuable
Once you get them most of the way in, they'll keep going. But my grapple gun is really weak right now. There we go. You know what? We could maybe...
Oxygen reserves are
Okay,
critical.
let's top this up a bit.
Teardown complete. Header account credited.
Wow, that was a lot of audio all at once. Oh, no, danger time, danger time. Basically, when you hit that third mark, you're kind of just in it for the money at that point. So
Oxygen level
we could call this a day here. Like, we've technically hit the goals that the company, our blessed Lynx company forefathers, would like us to do. So now we're into just the bonus land. So I'm gonna do what I can here. And we'll kind of say screw it to everything else. So we're gonna cut these down a little bit just so I can move it, because right now it's too heavy on its own. Come on. Come on. Cut that down, and then we're gonna go over here. And that should be separated enough. Aye. We're in business. So we're just going to shuffle both of these whole halves off. There is a much more optimal way to be doing this, for the record, but if you look at how we're doing on our salvage goals, we've got already everything we need in terms of the credential stuff, and so now this is really just bonus money, so anything extra we get here is kind of, it's all good. Did I get everything out of this? I don't even know.
deposit accepted.
This is gonna waste a bunch. I don't care though. It's just another minute, so let's try and get that in.
1 minute left, Cutter. Time to start wrapping things up.
It's gonna complain at me a lot because there's a bunch of stuff in there. Oh, no.
Credit deposited.
Dang. That would have been... The storage containers and stuff would have been nice, but whatever. Game really wants me to not get thrown into the recycler. And I can imagine why. If you want to save some fuel, you can use your hands to move around. And actually, sometimes it's easier just to be like a crab walking strange space lady. It's all good, though. Oop. Hey, Luce. My cat is hanging out right underneath my feet here. Surprise me, bud. Yeah. Okay. So we did pretty good. We made 1.2 mil on a ship that was, I think, only worth 1.5. So didn't really miss that much.
New certification.
And we're now officially a beginner. Oh boy. I don't know exactly what perks that comes with. We'll take a look and then probably call it for this episode. I'm going to do some more longer ones after this, but I want to just get a proof of concept working episode first. So this one will be just a little bit shorter.
Good morning, Cutter
Iron out all them
9346-52.
kinks.
Link
Why,
would
yes,
like to
that
share
is
the
me.
following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
You know, as messed up as that is, I don't disagree with it. Like, if it's actually work that's worth doing, but worth doing is such a subjective thing. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, okay, so they don't do anything to protect me. That's fine. This is good news, though. A fancy science ship. Ooh-wee. I'm all about science ship. Can't wait to get inside that thing. And stickers! Heck yeah! Kind of looks like that person's being cut apart, but we're gonna not worry about that.
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here.
Heck yes, I'm gonna make my way.
It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment and some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. Now head on
You
over
don't
to
say.
your workbench in the equipment room, and we'll see about upgrading your tools.
One step ahead of you there, Weaver.
I'm gonna read this straight from the manual.
Oh,
Links
please do.
rewards hard work
And-
and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment.
This guy reads
Reaching
so slow.
salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker.
You ever notice that some people have like a
Basically,
reading
they wanna
voice?
Make sure you prove yourself
That's
first
like a
before
whole
giving
thing.
you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny links tokens. Use those tokens here to get
Okay, well, so
yourself
I actually like that because they're giving you like a story
Sometimes
reason
there
now.
are some
It used to just be,
extra
you
goodies
needed
in the
these points
rewards
because.
too. So let's get going
Extra
and learn
goodies.
about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox. Tethers. Go ahead and purchase them.
Heck yes, I'm gonna buy tethers. Oh yeah.
Have a
Heck
quick
yeah.
break, then hop back in the bay.
So tethers are those like, you can connect like these beams that pull things, and they pull really heavy things. In fact, things that are heavier than your tool can usually do. And so the really good thing about the tethers is that we can use these to basically do things a lot faster. And we don't have to cut ships into as small pieces because we can use the tethers. Now, at this particular moment, it looks like there's nothing else that we're actually able to upgrade. I do have 322 shiny links points, though, so I'm excited to put them in something. And we will get there. Also stickers! Okay, definitely want my kitty cat sticker. Put that right where we can see it. Oh, what? Yeah, place that sticker. Bam! It even has like a sticker noise. I want to be, when I grow up, the person who makes the sticker noise. You know? Just... blop. Oh, there's a removal noise. Why does it sound like someone's licking it into place? It's not a stamp. No one told me this game came with, like, a keyboard sound effect thing. Okay, maybe not right now, but we will revisit this when we have more stickers at our disposal, and we're gonna see if we can make a song, for sure, with our weird licking sticker sounds. Totally legit, right? Just gonna check out some of these other... Reach a velocity of 20 meters per second. Whew, you'd be cruising. Eradicate all AI nodes. Okay, so there's some spoilers in these, clearly. Okay, we'll look at all of them a little later, but because I don't wanna spoil everything right out of the gates. Full of gas stickers. Okay, but I love those little subtle details. So before we... It's like the only... You know what? Can we just... We can. Oh, maybe not. Like, I want to pick the middle one. Why can't I click the middle one? I can go back, so I can only edit, like, the one sticker? Lame. Or one poster. We'll get back to that. Anyway, I'm going to cut the episode here, and I will probably film the next episode tonight as well, and it'll be a little bit longer. So, I hope you enjoy, and I hope you're ready to come on this incredible space journey with me of dealing with other people's trash. Because remember, everything you throw out goes somewhere. Have a good one, folks.